Hello, everyone. I'm Saleha, and this is Chai, Chat, and Community. Thank you for joining us for the first show of the year. And joining me tonight is the very, very talented Harsiddhi Mody, Namrata Trivedi, and Suneel Chalisgoankar. Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to the show.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank
How are
you.
you? How are you
Yep.
people?
Good, good. Not
So,
bad, not bad. Excited.
yes, so am I. This is the
Yes.
first one for the year, so thank you very much. Um, Hapsidi, let's start with you. Tell my audience something about yourself.
Okay, so first and foremost, I'll wish everyone happy 2021 and hoping that this year we all can pursue our dreams, goals, and definitely it will be definitely better than 2020. So, happy New Year to your viewers. I'm Harsiddhi Mody. I'm accountant by profession, but I love arts and I love music. So basically, I've got a very small not-for-profit organization called Khelaiya Productions, and we do musical every year. And because we couldn't do musical last year, 2020, so we did trilogy of short movies. So that's me.
Thank you. Namrata?
Hi, everyone, and Happy New Year to everyone. It's almost February,
Yes.
but 2020 had been so bad that really 2021 looks so fresh, and really hoping a lot from 2021. Like whatever we couldn't do in 2020, we want to do all and more in 2021. Um, so I'm Namrata Trivedi. I'm in Melbourne, and originally I'm from India, place called Allahabad, and here I'm working as a daytime during daytime in IT, and I'm continuing my hobby, learning classical music and performing. I also have a band called Melody Theatre, and love doing Indian fusion rock with them. So yeah, that's me.
Hello,
Thank you.
everyone.
Sunil?
Hi, I'm Suneel Chalisgoankar. Uh, I hail from Madhya Pradesh, which is Bhopal, Indore, and those places. And um, I've been singing since I was little. So singing has been my hobby. Unfortunately, never got to learn it formally or properly. Uh, Recently, I've started something, so hoping to become a classical singer soon. Uh, yeah, I enjoy singing, spending time with family. So, and I also live in Melbourne, so we are all we met last year for a program. So we try to do as many things as we can, just to keep our passion of music going. So more
Thank you.
like
Yes.
yeah.
Thanks, Sunil. Hapsidi, tell us how you started your musical and your Khelaiya Productions. Because I've known you since 2019 when I went to
Yes.
see Umrao, but you've been
Yes.
doing musicals before that.
Yes. Yes. Salaya, this is, do you have like open Pandora's box? So, like, everybody has to be very patient. No, just kidding.
Yes, we are all very
So,
patient.
so basically, this Namrata and Sunil will admit that I can't sing, but I love music, especially in Hindustani classical. So, and in 2012, I went part-time working once my son finished his VC. So I started working 4 days, and I found even one day was a lot for me. So then I wanted to pursue something. So I just got attached myself to one organization, and I used to do mainly prompting. But I could see that when I go there, I live, like I really lighten up and all that. And over a period of time, I realized I love it. But at the same time, I love music a lot. So in 2018, I came with the concept where I wanted to amalgamate music and art, like play, theater. And then I founded my own group called Khelaiya Productions in 2018 February, which will be 3 years next month. And then I basically did first maiden production in 2018 called Mharo Pranam, which was based on Mirabai, and with the local artists, singers, and artists. I mean to say the theater artist. That show was fully booked in the first, and we were very, very overwhelmed, and also we were very humble because it was the first show, and people loved it, and that is when I realized that I found my how do I say, passion, and everybody was enjoying. And then 2019 we did Umrao Janata, and people loved it. I think your father came from India, right,
Yes,
Saleha,
my
that time?
dad was there.
And
Yes, and he was interviewed by Samin. So, hello, Samin, if you're
yes.
watching. Thank you. My father still remembers that. Yes.
Yes, yes. And then people appreciated so much that we got public demand to do encore show, which we did. And we were very blessed that, and especially we had singers like Suneel and Namrata, and the person who performed Umrao Jana, the Jia Pandit, she was attached to us from 2018. And she's also amazing singer, and she's a very good actress too. And then we had Rahila and Atul Fatehar, and we had a very, very good team of singers and very, very good team expert actors. And that is how my musical journey started, and we are still pursuing. Yes,
And it's a great
enjoy,
journey.
enjoying. Yes, yes, it is amazing. It is amazing.
Before that, before I go further, I have a question. Hi,
Sure.
Chris. Wanted to ask as to how, if and how has theater changed you as a person?
That's a very, very, very sweet question. The theater has changed me because you know how you always believe that you know everything, or you have very rigid views about a medium. But with theater, I realized that and with the theater, if you go to see, all the people have been attached to the theater, are different walks of life, and you realize that how, like, I'm accountant, and how people think accountant and theater, IT and theater. So it kind of gave me idea that people, doesn't matter what is your profession, but theater is something, it's your passion which comes within. And it also help me to have a broader picture of life. And I have learned a lot. And I'm still learning. So yes, it has changed me a person, and I'm becoming every day. I would say I'm learning every day, technology, everything, art, technology, music, everything.
Yes, we learn. So Chris is a great dancer. She dancing is her passion.
Right, right. Okay, one day we can amalgamate.
Yes. Hello, Tawfiq. Thank you for joining in. So I don't know if
Yes.
you can read Harsiddhi, but I'll read it. Harsiddhi, love your your love for arts and your work with Khelaiya Production is loved and appreciated by Sydney theatre lovers and creatives alike.
Oh, that's very, very sweet. Thank you, Taufik. And I know you are a very, very good director. And inshallah, one day we can all amalgamate. We can make some
Inshallah,
trilogy.
yes.
Who knows? Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Taufik. Really. Thank you.
So, Harsiddhi, what kind of response have you been getting from your audience? We'll talk about your musicals first, and then we'll go to your newfound love.
Sure, sure. So with musical, Saleha, I realized that, I always tell people that we never had a Hindi musical platform in Melbourne. And whenever I ask what you do, I said we are super poor cousin of Broadway. Like really, really super, super poor cousin of Broadway in Hindi. But I can see that it's a platform people really, really enjoy. You can see that people have been asking me that it's unfortunate you have not been able to perform in 2020, but we all are looking for your musical in 2021. And as you know, Melbourne audience is very learned. They know their art, they know their music. So if you get a quality production, they love it, they love it. And in 2021 we are coming, so audience is waiting, and we are
Yes,
coming. Yes.
I know I am because when I first went to see Umrao Janada and then, our common friend Deepak. Hello, Deepak. I hope you've joined and you're tuned in and listening to us. So, Deepak actually told me about Umrao Janada. And I was like, I don't know. He said it's 2.5 hours. And I'm like, I don't know. Dad is coming. So he called up dad, and my dad is like, yes. And I don't know where the 2.5 hours went, Hasidi. I really don't know.
Thank you.
My husband, who cannot sit through, he doesn't sit through Hindi movies. I've taken him to, Sonu Nigam and Shreya Ghoshal, and he sat in the hall and he slept through all the music. He watched your play.
Oh, thank
He
you.
watched
Thank you.
your play full. And
Thank you.
I mean, whenever you see him, ask him. I mean, we loved it that much. It was fantastic.
Thank
So
you. Thank
and
you. Thank you.
so
Yeah.
all your actors and singers, it's all voluntary, isn't it? How do you get them?
Yes. Yeah. So basically, as you know, Khelaiya Production is a not-for-profit organization, and everyone, each and everyone attached to Khelaiya Production, they just work for their passion. And so you can see how passionate crew members or team members or everyone in Khelaiya Production is, that they give their time, they give their, they put their efforts, and I'm just saying, I'll let Namrata and Suneel also talk about it later.
Yes.
That when we come, it just, we all live, like you can see the energy, the synergy. We all are there like a group. We are like child there. So yeah, yeah. So basically, despite it's a not-for-profit organization, nobody gets paid anything. Everybody pitches in volunteer, but we really, really enjoy our time when we are practicing and even when we are performing. So yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Hello, Amira. So, um, so tell us about your latest passion.
I don't know passion, but
It is
it
passion. I've
just
seen all of them.
it
And
just
so
so
well done.
happened that it just so happened that we were supposed to perform in 2020, and I got very upset because we were so much looking for doing in 2020 Naha Niyate, which is a Sahitya Academy Award book by Maitreyi Devi, and very close to my heart from my teenager date. I also have a Gujarati translation of it, and one of my favorite book. And when I basically wrote script for it, and we were all ready, and Namrata and Suneel, again, they're part of the team for Nahaniyate. And when we realized that we can't perform, the entire team got upset. And then when I had to announce that we can't perform, then I already decided what I'm going to do fourth musical, but it doesn't help. And then we did some meeting where we read scripts and it's a play, and we just watched some movie and we discussed movie, and but it didn't last for a long. And then I just felt that no, I should do something. Doesn't matter even if it's a mature work. And so I just sat down and I just wrote three trilogy. So I just wrote a story dialogue of a trilogy, but then nobody wants to direct. I was going to direct, but nobody wants to take camera. So I just decided I'll shoot it in my mobile. And I just wanted to make a subject more women related.
Oriented.
I know I'm sounding very feminist, but that's not the
No,
idea.
we are feminists. We are feminists.
So basically, the subject was very women oriented, and it I also wanted to show modern love, that how over a period of time definition of love has evolved. Like my parents, they got married, and doesn't matter whatever my father like my mother did. But the current, it doesn't happen. We in relation, we bargain, we negotiate. The relation can be of same-sex gender. The relation can be broken marriages. The relation can be anything, but love is still there.
Yes.
Love is like it's like eternal. So I just wanted to make subject based on women, and also I wanted to make how the change definition of love is now. So then I just wrote a trilogy, and I just took my mobile phone and I just shot it on my mobile phone. And again, I'm very, very blessed to have a very, very good Melbourne-based actor. And I just practiced and I directed them. And of course, it's an amateur work. I'll be very honest,
It is
technically.
lovely. I just loved it.
That's very kind of you, but it's an image because I was holding camera. Nobody allows me to take picture. Forget taking a movie. But it was a very, very rewarding. It was a lot of lessons learned, but it was a amazing, amazing journey for the entire team, the entire
I,
team.
I will
And
put the
I'm
links
very
to your
blessed. I'm
production
very blessed.
house. Yes. I will
Thank
put the
you. Thank
links to your production house so that people can watch your movies.
Thank you. No, no, it's amazing. In fact, you won't believe, Khelaiya, today I met up with team today. just because we have never caught up because of COVID. So 8 members of team, all my cast, we just caught up for lunchtime, and it was amazing to meet them. And they had never met each other.
Yes.
So yeah. No, it was very nice experience. Very nice.
So there is a question for both Namrata and Sunil. I'm going to show it to you, but I'll read it out. So, how is singing in musical different from musical concert? Hello, Sandeep.
Hello, Sandeep.
Hi, Sandeep. I would
Okay, who wants to go
Right.
first?
No, go
Sunil,
How
ahead.
is,
you have worked in two musicals, so I will let you answer this one. You have more experience definitely than me.
Yeah, but no, I know when I say this, I speak for Namrata and all the singers with us, Rahila, Atul,
Mm-hmm.
Rachi earlier. So the biggest challenge is when we perform in a program, we are just singing for ourselves and the audience. Whereas in the play, there's a third angle involved, the actors. So what we do directly affects them. So, like in the first play, I was given the first song to sing. I still remember the burden I had on my head. Khelaiya Productions' first show, and I'm doing the maiden
Maiden.
show, and I'm doing the opening song. If I mess it up, the whole beginning is gone. So that pressure is immense, but that's also the fun of it.
yep,
It's not just singing; you're singing with the actors, with the situation, and that's what makes it a lot more enjoyable and fruitful too. So, Namrata, anything to add?
If I remember correctly, you were standing on stage and the
The
tabla
full
and
spotlight
harmonium,
and yeah,
the tabla and harmonium were probably hidden
about
from your side.
10 feet away.
So yeah. So sometimes it is very difficult when you don't see, yeah, you don't have eye
Musicians.
contacts with the other musicians. So yeah, and you have to take care of yourself and the song and obviously the actors. So yes.
Yes, because there is an area which is dedicated to actors, so they have to work within their zone. Not only
yes,
that, they have to make sure that engaging is there without having any eye contact. It's not easy.
it's
It's
not
not
easy.
easy.
I'm sure
It's
it
not
isn't.
easy. Yes.
Sometimes we also have to sit behind the curtain in the dark and sing, by the way.
I know. I'll live with it because you know what happens, Aleha. The first song of Umrao Janada, I wanted to show. I didn't want to open the second curtain because I wanted to keep the audience for surprise. So I had two curtains, right? So the first scene was about the Mangini of Umrao Amiran, and because they wanted to connect, and oh my God, we had so many debates on that. But they did wonderful. In fact, Sunilji, I still hear from people that they thought it was recorded. So in even though it was dark, you all have done fantastic job.
Yes. That was a challenge. As Namrata said, that was one situation where it was dark, so we could not even
Yes.
see the people playing, and it was purely based on our practice that we
Yeah.
performed at.
Yes.
So,
So they had
But
to
yeah,
perform in dark. So none of the musicians could see each other. So
yeah.
dholki, because there was a dholki for that song. So the dholki and the harmonium and the singers, and it was there was a chorus attached. Nobody could see each other, and they still did such a fantastic job.
so the syncing was the big thing, isn't it?
Big,
Everyone working together in sync. Yes.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, definitely. The rhythm is also an important thing. We had Kathak in one of the songs, and setting the rhythm right was like so important because you cannot change it once you start singing it. Like if it's slow, they'll just dance slow and it'll look slow on the stage, right? So yeah, things like this, and especially if it's dark, you don't know like if both the parties can agree on the rhythm or not. So like it's just practice and and bit of trust.
True. That's true.
Um, Harsiddhi, I haven't asked you the most important question, which I've always wanted to ask you, is how did you come up with the name
Of Khelaiya
Khelaiya
production?
Productions?
Khelaiya in I am Gujarati, so Khelaiya khel karne wale. So Khelaiya means the people who are artists, the one who does the khel and production. So I always love that name Khelaiya. So that's how all the artists. It's a basically tribute to the artist. So artist group basically. Yeah,
Okay,
Khelaiya.
Um, so your next musical, is it a musical? The next one that you're
Yes,
doing? How
yes,
come you
yes.
chose that? And when are you planning to launch it?
Even these people are going to get surprised now. So the thing is, the next one, as I mentioned earlier, Saleha, that it is Nahanyate, and as Bengali say Nahanyate.
No,
Uh,
nothing.
Nahanyate, which is a book translated. It's a book by Maitreyi Devi.
Yeah.
She got Sahitya Academy Award for that book, and very close to my heart from teenage. And
Again, very
because it's a
feminist
book,
book.
very oh my God, very feminist. I don't know. I don't choose and pick, but it just
Yeah,
happens. Like Mharo, Pranam on Mirabai, Umrao, Janada, the courtesan story,
yeah,
and that too in British time. And then again, this is a very bold Bengali novel, and I have taken a base as, and I've still tried to be truthful to her book because, as you know, that Mircea Eliot had got his own book.
yep.
Um, so I have stuck to Madhuri Devi's book, and basically I have converted into script for musical, and I'm planning to do in August if all goes
Fingers
well.
crossed.
So
Yes.
fingers crossed. I have blocked some dates, and the cast is ready, the script is ready, the musicians are ready, which whom you can see just now, and it's just matter of time to go on the, like I said, drawing board.
Yes.
So yes, fingers crossed. But we are very, very excited because what I try to do, Saleha, with the music, I also try to take you journey of that region. So if you go to see when we did Mharo Pranam was all about Rajasthan. So even the opening song was a very, very popular song based on in Rag Mand, Kesariya. And Sunil had done fantastic job. So basically, we are trying to capture the music of that region, so which can be folk, which can be classical, but then I don't show full classical. I try to get it to semi-classical, and also it's like मिट्टी की आपको महक आनी चाहिए. You should get मिट्टी की महक of that region. Same thing we did with Umrao Janata. We went to Lucknow, so we tried to showcase Awadh, Lucknow, Banaras, because that was the region. So, of course, again, Sunil and Namrata did fantastic job with a folk of. Then we also paid tribute to Amir Kushro, who is called Pitama of Kalwa Kawali. And we did little bit of Banaras Kathak also. We got Banarasi Kajri also, which Namrata and Rahila had sung. So we are also trying to get that khajana jisko bolte ho aap, of that region through folk and classical.
Okay.
So now Hanyate will take you to Calcutta, and then
Yes,
of
I was
course the
going to
music
say
at
you're going to go to
Calcutta.
Kolkata then. Good. I'm
Yes,
really
and you talk,
excited. Yes.
yes, yes, yes. So you will see folk of Calcutta through Bishnupur Gharana, and then you will see baul music, and you will see Bhatyali, and of course you will see Tagore. So that is what we
Everything
are
that I
aiming
know.
to.
Everything that
Yes,
I know.
yes. So yes, yes. So that's what we are trying to embrace in our musical. So
Thank you.
hopefully August,
This is so
August it
exciting. I'm just
is.
getting excited listening to what you're planning to do with Nahannate, just doing Baul and Rabindra Sangeet. And are you
Yes.
going to have Pollegiti? No.
Polagiti is what exactly? I am having a very small music, which is a wedding song, but
Okay.
very, very small. But I don't know. What is Polagiti?
It's also part of like folk. I'm not very conversant with music, but I know Pollegiti is um, in the folk lines. But
Okay,
that's
okay,
okay. Yeah. I
okay.
have a friend, I don't think she's watching because she's in Goa having a great time. She
Okay.
sings all of that and she's very, very good at it. So yes.
Okay, okay. We see the thing is we can just scratch the surface because it
Yep.
is so
Of course.
there's so much to it, and then again we have to remain faithful to the storyline as well.
Absolutely.
So you cannot do lots and lots of adjustment with the story just to incorporate music. You have to
Of course.
blend it so well. You have to blend
Yes.
it so well. So that is what we try. We just try. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have a question for you from Chris. And this is for everyone. She says, which platform has more scope of improvement, theatre or music?
I think both. Both. You see what happens with theater also. Again, I would say it's everything is evolving and everything, and with music also. Like, see, now we have traditional music, but then of course Namrata, she's attached to melody theater. Sunil does a lot of singing and all that, and now I can see that even for a small percussion, you use some sort of a, what you call, yesterday also I was watching Sandeepji's program, and uh, you were doing, Mihika was doing it on keyboard, like she was getting all these triangle sound and percussion sound. So I think there is so much out there, so much out there. It's just a, you can improve everything and anything.
Okay.
Both, I would say both. But I'll let Namrata and Sunil
Yes.
also give their feedback.
Okay. Namrata, music. How come music?
Uh, I think finding people in Melbourne. There are definitely a lot of talented people in Melbourne. It's just finding them. Like, it's just not the singers, the vocalists. Like, as Harsiddhi said, like there's so many angles in the song itself. One extra instrument just this changes the mood of the song. So if we can, sometimes we have to find those sounds on the keyboard, which is not a real sound. But if, like, some for example, flute or sarangi, like we experimented a lot on during Umrao and Ada, we were
Yes,
experimenting a
yes,
lot how to play sarangi on app, right? So
yes,
getting
yes,
that correct tune of sarangi,
yes,
we couldn't get it. So
yes,
these things, like finding people, I think is most the trickiest part in Melbourne,
yes,
because in India there are like a lot of people
Yes.
you can find
yes,
very
yes,
easily. But songs like Dil Cheez Kya Hai Aap Meri Jaan Lijiye, they have a lot of sarangi part in it, and without that it's not the same, right? So
yeah,
yeah.
and also you are creating the whole full mahal of a kotha. So you do need sarangi because sarangi is
Yes,
an important
yes.
instrument. Tabla sarangi was the only instrument, so you do need it. So yes,
Of course,
yes.
yes.
Sunil, you would like to add something?
Here is our friend Deepak. Hi, Deepak. Great to see you all. Getting more artists together on stage for Umrao Jaan Ada was a monumental task.
Yes, it was.
Um,
It was.
He himself was one of
Yeah.
the key
Yeah, small,
artists.
Maulvi Saab he was. Yeah, but it
yes,
was a
Maulvi
very,
Saab.
very, yeah, it was big because what Umrao Jan Ada total we had what 30, 35 people
Yeah,
with musician and everybody. Yeah,
big cast.
35 people cast. It was a big, massive cast, but a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
It
Yes.
was an extravaganza,
Yeah, it
musical
was an
and
Yes, it
extravagant.
was
Yes,
extravagant. Yes.
yes,
Namrata,
yes.
do you want to sing some
Especially,
songs for us?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm looking
So
forward.
Yes, me too.
going to refresh some memories from Umrao Janada. So, as I said, we mentioned earlier that we try to bring forward how the sound and music the music used to sound during that era and what people used to sing and dance on. So there was one song, one scene where the people, all the courtesans were like dancing on a Kajri style song piece, and it's called Sajan Lagi Modi Lagan Manna. Tori
Yeah, yeah,
Lagan Manna.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Namrata, before you start, I'll just quickly add. So it's based on a rag. So there were
Yes.
two ladies who were singing, and three ladies were performing on it, and every steps are actually the same the way these people sing. Not only that, what we try to do that I wanted to show Banarasi style Kathak, and the best thing to do is through Toda. So we incorporate, so we broke the song, so they have to stop. And then Sunil ji would actually say that we can't demonstrate here because we are on the
Yes,
different
obviously. Yes.
area. But then Sunil ji would put that Toda in the song, and then again the girls will pick up from there. So the dancer will dance on that, and then again girls will pick up from there and then continue. And we did what, three times that?
Yeah.
And audience loved it.
Yeah,
Audience loved
yeah,
it.
and the third piece was on the faster note, has to end on a
Yes, it
faster
was a
note.
faster.
So
Yeah.
this song was very like in this song, particularly the rhythm has to be set right 2 times, like once in the beginning and once in the end, right? Like when it has to end, right? So yeah, little bit of critical thing there.
Okay, let's hear you sing
Okay, yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm very excited now.
So I'm gonna put my tanpura and tabla,
Yes.
and let me know if it's fine.
तानपुरा थोड़ा नीचे करो, slight,
Sorry.
Slightly.
just slight.
Is it good now?
Yeah.
है ना सुनील?
सजन लागी तोरी लगन मनमा, सजन लागी तोरी लगन मनमा, लाज मोहे हाय हाय रे हाय, लगाई तन कैसी अगन मनमा, लगाई तन कैसी अगन मनमा, सजन लागी तोरी लगन मनमा, सजन लागी तोरी लगन मनमा। हर आहट पर धड़के मनवा, हर आहट पर धड़के मनवा, छन के पायल मोरे खन के कंगनवा, तोरे बिन रसिया मोरे मन बसिया, पल पल होवे चुभन मनमा, चुभन मनमा, चुभन मनमा, सजन लागी तोरी लगन मनमा, सजन लागी तोरी लगन मनमा। मिलने की रैना है महके सजरिया, मिलने की रैना, कम धनि सा निध मगर सनि धनि सा गा, मिलने की रैना महके सजरिया, मिलने की रैना महके सजरिया, महके सजरिया, रामा सजन लागी तोरी लगन मनमा लाज मोहे आए हाय रे हाय लगाई तने कैसी अगन मनमा लगाई तने कैसी अगन मनमा सजन लागी तोरी लगन मनमा सजन लागी तोरी लगन मनमा.
My God, I'm
Thank you.
getting.
Thank you.
Oh,
I was itching to sing that. I
I know.
hello, Monish. You can say
बहुत
it,
बढ़िया
Namrata.
बहुत बढ़िया नम्रता जी.
Very nice.
Thank you, Monish. क्या बात है, Namrata ji.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That was fantastic. Do you guys want to just swap and sing, or you want to sing all first? What, Sunil, do you want to sing one, and then we can go
Sure.
back to Namrata? We just improvise as we go around.
Yeah, let's
But
give us some rest.
Khelaiya, before you do this, I want Namrata to tell story. Namrata, you were supposed to tell this story behind this. You
Yeah.
forgot.
So no, I remember it. I always remember it.
So
Yes.
tell us the
So
story behind it.
so so currently I am learning classical music from Vidushi Aarti Ankalekar Tikikarji, and she's in Pune. So I take online lessons, and it's just been 1 year, and 1 year and a half or something like that. Yeah. So there's these two things. This song and this thing has a connection. There's a little story behind it. So when we were practicing for Sajan Lagi, Umrao Janada, and I was gearing up to learning and coming back to classical music. So then, like after when I left Allahabad and like after I moved to Melbourne, there's been few years, so that like gap a few years, so I stopped learning, and because of like the distance, like my previous guruji couldn't like do online sessions. There was always problems, so like I was looking for a new mentor and to learn classical music. So yeah, I was learning this song back then, and I contacted Aarti Ankalikarji that I am interested to learn music from you. And those who don't know Aarti Ankalikarji, she is a national award winner and quite a big celebrity in India. So I wasn't expecting a call from her, like a message from her that she would, interested to
you?
teach me. But she replied and she asked for a track, and I was traveling back from I was just in the train. I was just coming back to home from work, so I didn't had anything, and I was like in a hurry, like I had to respond. I was in a hurry, so I had this Sajan Lagi track from the time where I was practicing, and I recorded it just to listen how I'm sounding. So I just sent it to her, and she liked it. So
She more than liked it.
yeah, she liked it, and she said yeah, she would love to teach me. And yeah, that's the story behind it. So I always feel that it was this song that she heard and she liked, and that's how it connects me to Umrao Janada, to my teacher, to my passion, to whatever I'm doing. Yeah.
So I'm going to read out all the comments. You can say it. And from Deepak, and again from Sandeep. So thank you, Deepak and Sandeep. We love comments.
Thank
We love
you.
it. It's a great encouragement for my guests. So Sunil, do you want to sing one and then we go back to Namrata?
Sure. So I'll sing the song that I talked about, the very first song of our maiden production. It'll always be very close to my heart, and that song is what brought me to Khelaiya Production, because Harsiddhi was looking for a singer who could deliver that, and Jia, who was the lead actress and the singer, we knew each other from another program, and she suggested my name to Harsiddhi. I think she also gave some recording, and she said, "Yeah, let me try." So then we
No, no, you
spoke.
were good. You were good.
We spoke, and she explained what the song is, the importance of the song. And because I have lived in Rajasthan, I could connect to it more easily.
Yes.
So that is also very close to my heart. Also, it's the song Padharo Mare Des, a very well known song. I knew it sung by different people, like Lata Mangeshkar ji has sung it, Mehdi Hassan Sahab has sung it. I knew that. So when I heard this recording, it was quite different, and I just couldn't get it. So it took me some time to unlearn the other ones and then learn that. It took me almost 3 months, but it was worth it. I hope you also like it. Sorry.
No, that's okay. You're fixing your music.
Yeah,
Maybe a little softer, little lower, a little lower.
good now. साजनिया ए सखी ओ काई भेंट करा ठाड़ भरो गज मोतियारो मैं ऊपर नैन धारा ऊपर नैने ए धरा ओ ओ पधारो मारे देश पधारो मारे देश जी पधारो मारे देश पधारो मारे देश जी पधारो मारे देश ओ जियावो मारे देश पधारो मारे देश जी बिजुरिया बाल में आवो नी पधारो मारे देश तेड़ो काई प्यारो लगे परदेस ए तेड़ो काई प्यारो लगे परदेस केसरिया हो उन बसिया हो केसरिया हो मन बसिया बाल में आवो नी पधारो मारे देश जी पधारो मारे देश जी पधारो मारे देश. Thank you.
See, I held myself back to sing the chorus.
This is awesome, just awesome. This is so good.
Thank you.
Namrata, you want to sing another one?
Yeah. It's up to you. Like, if you want to talk about something, we can talk. Otherwise, I can sing.
No, sing.
Okay. Um, so apart from Indian classical music, I'm in a band called Melody Theatre, and the like we don't do covers like usually. All the bands here, they would make covers and just sing Bollywood or popular numbers. So that's quite a vision of our band, that we have to write original songs. So we have released so many songs since the day we have started. So like I myself have done 4 original songs with the band, recorded and produced, and it's all there out on the YouTube. So one of the original songs is called Rukmani, Rukmani Vilap. So like it's a story about Rukmani, and the thing is that we thought, like, you people hear so many things about stories about Radha and Krishna, but there's not much about Rukmani, not many popular songs. So and we sat down to write a story about Rukmani, and thought, like, what would Rukmani, what would be she thinking or questioning. So one of the questions that came up in our mind was like they about the past of Krishna. Like Krishna had Radha, and Radha was always popular, and even in the temples, Radha and
Yes,
Krishna
and
are together.
Krishna,
Not
yep.
yes. So Rukmani is never there, but Rukmani is also Krishna's wife, right? So she must have
Yep.
she at one point of time she must have have this. Not that it is true, but it's just imagination. Like
Yes, I
she
know
would
what you
have
mean. Yeah.
thought, yeah, she would have thought and asked Krishna, like, why is that, like, Radha is worshipped with you, not me? So that's the
Yep. Okay.
question behind this song. And most of our songs have a story behind it. So we have also, like, one of my other songs is about Yashoda and Krishna. So about Durga, or one of the songs we did on Bhagat Singh. Yeah, so most of our songs have a sort of story behind it. And yeah, so coming back to the Rukmani. So
Yes.
yeah, the question was like, why is Radha worshipped with you? So she asked that in a in a song version. That
Yep. So that's your song.
yeah, that's our song. So in like there are paras where my the male singer is singing the Krishna's part. So
Yes, of course.
he will answer, and yeah, like the answer is basically like, Radha is my Shakti, and she was supposed to be there with me to support me through all my leelas and everything. And you are the part, you are the my beloved in this world, in this what do we call Janam, in my this
That's
birth,
good.
you are my wife. And Radha was there to do her part, right? So yeah, so that's the little story behind it. I'll start
Okay.
my
Yeah.
song. Yeah. तोरे ही सपनों से साजा है मैंने, तोरे ही सपनों से साजा है मैंने, आँखों के रास्ते से पाया है मैंने. So Rukmani is saying, like, I always think about you. I love you so much, and I always think about you in my dreams, in my day to day. But and then she's asking why Radha is worshipped. आँखों के रास्ते से पाया है मैंने, फिर भी क्यों राधा न जाए, तुम संग क्यों पूजी जाए, फिर भी क्यों राधा न जाए, तुम संग क्यों पूजी जाए. ऐसा कैसा नाता जो मुझसे भी आगे, ऐसा कैसा नाता जो मुझसे भी आगे, अर्धांगिनी हूँ मैं फेरे भी लागे, अर्धांगिनी हूँ मैं फेरे भी लागे, मेरी मर्यादा के आगे क्यों है बड़ी वो राधे, बोलो कान्हा बोलो कान्हा जी, बोलो कान्हा बोलो कान्हा जी। आ आ आ
Wow. Wow. I'm going to show the comments.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful.
So,
Thank you
Chris,
so
thank
much.
you.
So this
And
song, I'll before finishing. So this song is written by Mohit Pandit, and he is the lead male singer in the band, and he plays the lead guitar in there as well.
okay,
Yeah.
you can see the
Thank you so
comments.
much, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Beautiful.
last song for the evening because it's nearly an hour.
Yep. Oh, didn't realize that.
Well, there you go. Suneel, I didn't show the comments that came for you. I'll read it out because Namrata was talking. So I hope you can read it. Otherwise, I can read it for you.
दिल गाँव कर क्या बात थैंक यू तौफीक भाई
And thank you, Sunil.
See, now, Saleha, you shouldn't have allowed me to talk so much. You could have heard them
No,
more.
this is beautiful.
I know. Yes. Oh, yes.
yes Deepak ji, that
Yes.
was one big challenge, being compared
Yes.
or even being given the name of such a great personality.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Hello, Rachana. Thank you very much. Okay, Sunil.
all right.
Okay,
Deep,
oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm going to show this. Otherwise, we won't get a Tawfiq. Namrata, this one's for you.
Yes, she
Thank you,
is.
Tawfiq.
She is. She is. Yes. Yes.
Sunil, let's go.
Yes.
all right. So I'll sing a small one. So as Deepak ji reminded in the first play, uh, I also played the role of Tansen, who was in the
I
court
remember that. Yes, I didn't know
Yeah.
you then. Yes.
of court of Akbar. So he was once singing something. So Akbar came to know, and she said, "Who is this Meera you always tell me about?" So I introduced one of her creations to him, so that he gets impressed and then wants to go and meet her. So I'll sing the one that I sang for Akbar.
Thank you.
And it was actually, I very proudly say, it was my addition to the script, which Harsiddhi very, I'm so grateful that she took my
Yes.
suggestion.
Yes. Yes.
And it
Yes.
worked out
Yes.
very well. I knew the
Yes,
song
it did.
quickly.
Teamwork, isn't it, Harsiddhi?
Yes, always. It was a last minute suggestion and it blended so well with the script. And he did such a fantastic job with that song because what we added it like last
Yeah,
fourth
last.
or fifth practice and it
Correct.
came so well. I would love to hear. I'm going to go now. I'm going to zip off.
So this was a version again, this Payoji Mane bhajan sung by many people, but I sang the version sung by the great D.V. Paluskar Sahab. He sang it, I think, in 40s or 50s or sometime. Very few recordings available, but very well sung. पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो जी मैंने पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो, पायो जी मैंने जन्म जन्म की पूंजी पाई, जन्म जन्म की, जन्म जन्म की, जन्म जन्म की पूंजी पाई, जग में सभी खोवायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो। मीरा के प्रभु गिरधर नागर, मीरा के प्रभु, मीरा के प्रभु, मीरा के प्रभु, मीरा के प्रभु, मीरा के प्रभु गिरधर नागर, हरख हरख जस गायो, पायो जी मैंने हरख हरख जस गायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो।
Very nice. After a long time, huh? Very nice.
Hello, Shrey. This is for all three of you.
Yes, yes.
Thanks,
Oh,
Shrey.
thank you. Yes, looking forward. We are looking forward.
I know this we did not talk about, but I'm wondering before we finish the show tonight, would you two like to do a duet?
Absolutely, but this phase lag will make it different, I think.
Yeah.
Difficult.
Let's just try. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
No, I don't-
Whatever you people know, maybe something from doesn't
no, I
matter.
think duet will be a bit difficult.
Yeah. Do you want to sing Na Tum Hame Jano?
Oh wow,
From
yes.
yesterday's.
All right. I don't have the tabla for it, but
That's okay.
We could just hum a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
न तुम हमें जानो, न हम तुम्हें जाने, मगर लगता है कुछ ऐसा मेरा हमदम मिल गया। न तुम हमें
जानो, न हम
जानो,
तुम्हें जाने, मगर लगता है कुछ ऐसा मेरा हमदम मिल गया।
न तुम हमें जानो। That's it.
Wow. Just
Very nice.
wow. Thank you so much. Thank you, Harsiddhi.
Yes.
Thank you, Namrata. Thank you,
Thank
Suneel.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Khelaiya ji. Thanks for
I
coming
cannot
in.
Thank you,
say anything
Suneel.
more. I'm just like overwhelmed and I'm getting all emotional now. So
We
I
must see
think
you at the next one then. Next
yes,
production.
yes, yes. Thank you so much for coming. Honestly,
Thank
it's been
you.
a pleasure.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
Absolutely.
much,
Saleha,
Saleha,
for
for
having
this
us.
opportunity. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you to all
coming.
the
Thank
Thank
audience.
you.
you.
And bye
And thank you
to
for watching, everyone.
Chai
Have
Chat
a good
community
night. Yes.
audience.
Thank you. Thank you,
Bye.
Harsiddhi. I'll see you all
See you.
soon.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay, somebody has
See you.
just
Thank
said
you.
awesome. So I'm going to show this.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone. And thank you for watching. We'll see you
Good
next
night.
week.